life is trying to direct you down a different path. You're on the path you're supposed to be on. Stop trying to veer off. Stop trying to fucking bang on that door. Quit trying to open that other door. Open the door that's available to you right now that's fucking unlocked. Just go down the fucking path to where you're meant to be, and everything else will work out like it's supposed to. In the end, it'll all work out like it's supposed to. So thank you for that. Like that kind of made me click in my own brain, like, hey, I need to quit bitching about so much about this is taking up so much time of my life because I'm on the path that I want to be on. I'm just fighting it. I got other shit to do. I want to do other shit and accomplish other shit, but who knows, how many lives I've been impacted so far by sitting here 12 hours. I mean, I'm not going to count it up, but going back to the TikTok, 172 views, 391, 145, 399, 344, 404, 419, and I can keep going. I can keep going. And adding all of that, I mean, that's got to be at least 2, 3, 4, thousand fucking people that have watched my lives, and I don't know if they're all different or the same, but
Hey, man.
because I sat there and took all that time the one day to post 17 fucking TikToks from one live that I went through, I impacted all those lives some way, some fucking how, because obviously it was
Yeah.
good enough for them to be able to watch it. But I sat there and bitched about and was mad that I didn't get nothing else fucking done that day. But it was on the path and what I was supposed to be doing at that time to help reach those very people that needed to see whatever I
Well,
posted.
if you changed one, I've not seen any of your TikToks. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do TikTok because I'm fucking morally opposed to TikTok for many reasons, but the biggest is we already have a short fucking attention span, and it's only making it worse. So, like, but it's a tool. Um, that being said, I don't watch TikTok. Um, but you your podcast and speaking to you and talking about things and hearing some of your podcasts not long ago, it drew me in. It made me want to be a fucking part of it. It made me want to help people because I know that's what's happening here. And if something that I say impacts one person that's in a bad spot like that I've been in before when I needed to hear the same thing that I'm saying now, a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was, and it impacts them in a positive way, it's worth the time that I put into it. Now I don't put in nowhere near the time that you do into this because I've never sat in front of a computer or in front of this phone for 12 hours. Like we sat in front of it for 3 hours last night, but that was it. You did it for exponentially longer because you've got to set the whole thing up, get slides together, and have content to feed it. And I know that it's not a fucking easy task. But you've got to remember to take time for Chris too. It's something like I'm sure that's somewhere in here in one of these slides. Take a fucking break when you need a break. Don't be pressured by me or Rabbit or anybody to get on here and do a live when you're not fucking feeling it. If you weren't feeling it last night, you should have been like, hey man, I was in front of this thing all day. It was a great segment. We had a lot of fun. But say no when it's healthy for you, Chris. Say no when it's the right thing for you to say no. If you've got to go take care of your animals or you've got to go fucking plant a seed, you'll only reap what you sow next season. So do what you've got to do for you and your family that is therapeutic for you. Don't prioritize this over what's right for you. Because I'm going to go to work every day. Days that I'm off early and I can chime in on your daily podcast, I'll love to. Send me a fucking invite and I'll chime in as much as I possibly can because I want to help people. But at the same time, I have things that I have to do for myself as well that I'm not always going to have the time. And you need to make time for Chris too. It's something that door's open. You've got your foot in this motherfucking door. It's not closing. Your foot's in it. So you're good. You're good. And any help you need, I'm sure myself and anybody in the group would tell you, we got you. We'll help you however we can to get you where you want to be because you've helped all of us. But take time for Chris too, because you've got to remember to take care of yourself as much as you're taking care of the rest of us. It's a symbiotic relationship. It's a pack.
It is, and thank you for saying all that. I appreciate all that. I want to kind of revert you back, and I think the listeners about to know where I'm about to go into, but I don't want to go on to too big of a schmeal. today. But I want to direct you. Go to one of the podcasts that I did the other day, and I believe it was how bad do you want it, or how bad, as bad as you want to breathe. And there was another one, talking about the ghosts of standing around your bedside. So I agree with what you said. I got to make sure I take time out of my day. I got to make sure that I take care of me and take care of the farm, take care of my family, spend time with them, do all this different stuff. I got to make sure I do all that. And I'm not disagreeing with you on any of that. The one thing, like, so your important thing is, like, okay, like you said, I got to go to work every day. I got bills to pay. I got to do this shit. My thing is with this is I'm trying to get to somewhere now. I feel like, yeah, my time's ticking, and I'll get there when I get there. Remember 3 very important things, since I can't just ever, fucking remember the first one. But make the rest of your life the best of your life. And then remember 2 things. You're stronger than what the fuck you think, and you're not alone. Peace.
You see, change is inevitable. So it's never too late to make a difference as an individual. Cause we gotta do that to become better as a whole. All for one, and one for all.